All right, so Black Summoner is not what I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be your everyday. Actually, it is. It is the simple everyday. I get isekai'd into a different world, a video game-esque world, and I'm gonna be the strongest person here off rip. That's how it starts. But the thing that I really, really like about this premise of Black Summoner is that, one, he has no memories, right? He sold off his memories so that way he can have more XP and have one of the highest classes in the game round start, right? Like frame 1 advantage. 2, he has the goddess as his servant. I mean, very similar to Konosuba, right? But we can't see her, right? We can't see her. She's just a menu, which is kind of cool. And like the backstory as to why he got her as a servant is even funnier. 3, he has one of the most powerful classes, but can't really do anything with it until he gets stronger. So that actually makes it like a lot cooler because now he actually has to work for what he wants, right? That's what makes this different is he may have the strongest class, but he still needs to work for what he wants. That's dope. 4, there's a half elf. I was already sold. The minute they was like, oh yeah, we got elves, sold. As you guys know, it is a recurring theme on my channel, and I tell you guys every time, I have a thing for elves. It just does something to my soul, man. It just does something to my soul. I don't know what it is, but it does it. Kelvin is a nerd, bro. I just want to get that out of the way, right? I just want to get that out of the way. Kelvin's a fucking nerd. He even admitted it, right? He even admitted it at the beginning, was like, wait, so I sold off my memory so that way I can have more points, but get like a stronger class and a cool servant goddess with me? I must have been a hardcore gamer, AKA a fucking nerd. That shit was super tight. I like that. Another thing that I genuinely liked about this episode, or if this is going to be a continuous thing with the anime going forward, is when he gets a servant, right? Like when he makes the summoning pact or contract, I should say, it is a very, very refreshing, soothing sound that it makes, right? Like a very refreshing, soothing animation and a very, very nice like song that goes along with it. It feels good. I like it a lot. I was just like, okay, that is a smooth touch. I'm gonna have to roll with that. It's crazy that Kelvin was the name Kelvin is funny as fuck too. It's crazy that Kelvin is super cool with starting off at 0. Right? A lot of the times in isekais, everybody is always like, yeah, I'm OD. This is how I want things to be. I'm gonna take full advantage of this shit. Kelvin, on the other hand, was just like, holy shit, I'm starting off at rank F. Let's fucking go. Let's do it. I get to enjoy my reincarnated life as a summoner. Well, a green mage now because, you know, he didn't want to let them know that he was a summoner. And just get to live my daily life doing cool shit like this. Like living in game. That's fucking tight. Right? Like that's his thought process. I really, really fuck with that as well. I did not see myself fucking with this like that because if y'all remember, I think I had this shit in mid tier, right? Mid priority in my summer anime priority list video. It was somewhere in the middle. Now it's piqued my interest, right? I thought it was gonna be super duper bland. I thought it was gonna be a piece of shit like majority of isekai anime protagonists are, but so far I'm liking it. And even when you're listening to him in the beginning talk to himself, right? Post reincarnated Kelvin, he was like telling him to enjoy this shit, bro, and like why he did these things. That shit is cool, right? That shit is super fucking cool. But let's get to the goddess, right? Let's get to the goddess because it is Konosuba-esque, but it does something that I prefer more than Konosuba. So the goddess ended up really like fucking with Kelvin apparently. Like he must have sweet talked her panties off while he was at the crossroads area, I should say, right? From going from one world to the other because she was swooning, bro. She was going crazy, blushing and shit. We seen her blush through the menu. So he essentially sweet talked her into being his servant and also falling in love with her again. I thought that shit was dope, right? I thought that was a nice touch because a lot of the times when these shits happen, there's always like some regret or, you know, some like ill intention or ill feelings between each other. This one is just the opposite. It feels refreshing, and that's something that I enjoyed about this episode. It's refreshing, and hopefully you guys felt refreshed too. But the stipulation behind it is the fact that he can't summon her yet. So obviously she's gonna be there in spirit and menu, but she can't physically be there until he grows stronger, right? Until he gets a high enough level to be able to summon her physically. I can't wait to see that. I want to see what this goddess look like. I also have something for goddesses as well, because you know they just make them the pinnacle of fucking beauty. That shit always gets me. And then we meet Slime-san, bro. We meet Clotho, who is our slime servant. We entered a contract with him. We went on a mission, had to destroy 3 slimes. We ended up seeing this one. They was scrapping, bro. They was fucking going at it. Clotho was just jumping all over the place, fighting Kelvin. Kelvin's like, oh yeah, I gotta take advantage of this shit. Bing, bing, bing. Shit was tight, right? Like, they made something that should be very minuscule into something that felt refreshing. That was a plus, right? That was a plus for me that they actually went about it that way. And then, like I said, right, that very refreshing moment of creating a summoning contract and accepting him, it felt great. It felt really good. I don't know how else to explain it. There was a word that I initially had for it, but I can't remember. And then we obviously get introduced to our next party member, which was the half-elf, right? The half-elf that we met in that alley that ended up being a slave. That's gonna be our next party member. You don't even have to watch like an anime opening or an ending or just like wait until it happens to know she's gonna be the next party member. And then, right, speaking of party members, they literally introduced us to every other party member that we're gonna meet moving forward, right? So we already got the goddess, we already got Clotho, we already got the half-elf, and then we seen that knight that was standing there in the middle of nowhere. And then we had what seemed to be a succubus chilling chained up, right? We seen that as well. So we pretty much got a glimpse of all the characters we're gonna run into. Does that kind of take away from the surprise of who our party members are going to be? Yes, but at the same time, I guess it's perfectly fine because, like I said, we were going to figure this shit out anyway, right? Like that shit was going to happen and it was only a matter of time. But anyways, like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed this first episode of Black Summoner. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Let me know if it's not, you know, to your fancy. Let me know if you actually fancied it pretty well. I don't even know why I'm using the word fancy because it just sounded funny. By the way, I'm creating videos left and right. I got a bastard video coming out next week. That's going to be a big project. Leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new. Somebody in the comment section yesterday was just like 10K face reveal. Let's do it, right? Let's do it. If we could get to 10K subscribers, like I'm talking about fast. If we could get to 10K by August 1st, I'll do a face reveal. I'm 100% with it. With that being said, it's your boy xDomoSenpaix, and I will catch you guys in the next video.